You know, I really don't like Bonnie from Vampire Diaries because her face is like completely lopsided, and that's like a thing that, I mean, just me looking at her face, it makes me feel like her face is lopsided. So that's where I don't like it. But my face is lopsided, so I'm realizing that the call is coming from inside the house. I hate myself, maybe. Oh my god. I was about to start this video. My comb is so gross. Who used this shit? Alright, the comb's gonna look funky. You can't talk about it, okay? It's gonna hurt my freaking feelings if you do. I'm going to braid my hair. So, be patient with me. Let me check, because last time I was gonna go use my gel, there was mold in it. And I had to throw away a whole freaking jar of Eco Gel. It was actually, you know how big these get. This is the mini, the regular size. I had to throw away a regular size because I don't know. It got humid in there. It got humid in the container, and so it grew mold. Gross. So I'm gonna part my hair. Don't mind me. I'm not gonna look at you guys at all. I'm like trying to feel where the center is because my face is so freaking lopsided. And everything's reversed in this camera. It's not gonna look pretty. The goal is not to look cute. The goal is for utility. My job is kind of annoying. So I don't like having my hair out all the time. I'm just going with my heart really in the back here. It's not gonna be even. It never is. That's not the point. Okay. I just have like a pile of materials next to me that I may or may not need to use. You know what I usually do actually is I just start. I just remember that I was gonna part all of my hair, but usually I just start. Oh my god, this isn't helping. I gotta look. There's a mirror and move forward. Hold on. I have to part it in the mirror because I can't see nothing. I want to go maybe that thick. That would be so many braids, no? I think I'm okay with that. I'm so tired. I was gonna do something else with my hair, but I decided to put back on the manic brakes because I realize I will do this alone, and I know I need help. I was gonna dye my hair, guys. Because me and my mom tried to dye my hair this last weekend, and it didn't really go the way I wanted it to. It kind of lightened because I only want to do the tips, but it kind of lightened them, but it didn't really it didn't go as light as I wanted to, and it's because we made a lot of mistakes. I don't think she's gonna watch this. She is so cute. I love her. She's my mommy. But sometimes when I suggest things and I'm like, why don't we try to do this? Because I've heard that maybe that helps. She really don't want to listen to me. She really want to be like, no, we're doing it this way. And you know what? She was helping me. So who cares? Do it whichever way you need to, darling. I might still only do 3 over here because I hate a bunch of braids. I don't necessarily like having a bunch of different braids. Well, I like it when my hair is in braids, but I guess this isn't braids, it's like a cornrow. I feel like I made it just way too big and chunky, but let's get my feet off of the little table because I feel like for some reason that's causing more peaking of the mic than I would have wanted. The hair is dry, which I probably shouldn't be doing this on dry hair. You should be doing this on wet hair. But I'm not going to put any conditioner in it because when I put conditioner in it and I braid it, it ends up getting frizzled out. Even in this, I should be using something crazier like, I don't know, the Gorilla Gel, but I don't, because I don't like using stuff like that. I have a water bottle. I think I'm gonna have to do it. Just remind me not to drink out of this one. Also, I spent $1,000. Why is it getting so loud when I get close? I spent $1,000 on this computer, and I'm like jiggling water bottles around it. Oh my god, I'm not smart. It's just I like my hair being wet when I go to do it, just because I feel like it prevents a lot of breakage. I'm putting gel down here, moving upwards. I'm gonna put a lot of gel in this first part, but I'm gonna also like pick up gel along the way. But this is just the first chunk, and then I'm gonna move it to the back. See, this is just too thick of a spot in the back. I'm reparting it with my fingers. This is not a tutorial, by the way. I just learned how to do this as of late because I cut my hair last year, and for a long time I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this shit? This chunk of hair come from. So I'm not very good at this at all. I like it to be combed out. I thought it was gonna be combed out enough for me to do it that way. I'm just checking my face, make sure there aren't any little bugs, because sometimes I think there are little bugs on my face. I have schizophrenia. No, I don't. But so I'm just taking like a corner chunk or a top chunk, you know, just like an inch maybe. And this is just how I do it. And I literally have it parted off to that inch chunk, and I split it into my 3 strands, and I start braiding, and it's hard to explain picking up because all I'm doing is scooting under the hair and putting it up and then pulling it forward and then doing that again, but like on the next move, which, God, that took me forever to figure out that motion. I don't even know if I'm doing it right still, you know? I'm sure there's a better way to do it. I'm sure this is like how elementary school kids do this. But like, this is the best I can do because I just started. And I don't do this that often. But I like doing it because I like having my hair out of the way. It's my favorite style is having neat tucked away hair. Not because, I think it's just because of the way I grew up, because my mom always had hair like that. Like, her hair was always braided and in a ponytail or something, and it just helped her really get work done. I notice women now, especially, I love them to death. They're so adorable, the girls I work with. Very sweet women, I mean, most of them. But, they like have wigs and stuff sometimes that are super long, and I'm just like, if I were to wear that to work, I would 100% need to have it like wrapped up in a bonnet or something. Like, it would look like I'm a man. You know, I wouldn't even wear that shit to work. I don't know how interchangeable wigs are because I'm not really familiar with them like that. But like, if I could take that shit off, I'll take that shit off. The fuck do you think I'm going to work in a wig? Who the fuck I'm showing off for? But I did meet my husband at my job, so maybe I'm a liar. I don't think I ever dressed up for that, though. I think I only ever dressed up when we met outside of work. Because I was like, what the fuck? What do I look like? Getting all dolled up to do what the fuck I do. My job is not that type of job. My job is an overnight job. My job is, the morning people come in and they're like, what are you doing here? They're like, ah, these are the janitors. Which, I have nothing against janitor work, because it's like, you're a godsend. Especially when working in retail. Gosh. The only thing I have to look forward to sometimes is a clean stall if we got one. So, yeah, thank you to the janitors that be cleaning up the stalls. And here's where I'm going to apply a little bit more gel, because I'm coming towards the end of the braid, and I just want to make sure that it's somewhat sealed, but you know how this goes. I'm going to try, and then, actually, it usually stays together. because I've done it quite often now, and I don't think I've ever had any real problems. I would 100% recommend doing this with like fresh out of the shower hair, but this is impromptu. I was trying to dye the hair. I was trying to dye it, but I changed my mind about that because I need help. I know I need help. Like, not mentally, I'm fine. But, like, I need somebody to be at the back of my head to do it. Because I know if I try to do it by myself, I can't see already. And I'll get anxious, and then I'll just end up with dye all over my hair. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Just cover everything. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. So I just did one on this side. Now I'm gonna do one on this side. Having long hair hurts. I think having hair hurts. I think having hair hurts because I don't like having it like that much. Okay, so I'm here. I need to be here. Girl, you can tell I don't really film myself that often because I can't tell. It's like everything's flipped. Hold on. See in the OBS. Center to screen. Yeah. Stretch to screen. Nah. Flip horizontal. Perfect. Now it's like I'm looking in a mirror. Okay. You know what's funny is that's the only reason I opened OBS. It was because I'm like, I'm sure I'll be able to see myself a lot closer. I don't have a mirror, like, I don't have like a vanity setup. I have a wall mirror. So it's for outfits. Not for doing your hair. And I share bathrooms, so I don't want to be in a bathroom for like an hour. But these do not care. They will be in that bathroom for a good 3 hours. That's their average each. It's like I don't care at this point, because who cares? If that's how long it takes you to take a dump, go ahead. But like if I have to pee and both of the bathrooms are taken up by goofies who can't figure out how to eat fiber. And again, I don't know. I never take that long in the bathroom. Not a flex, but like, it's just how I am. Oh wow, these ends are so dry. So I don't know if you can see it. There's like a slight color difference. You can slightly see a color difference, but that was when I got help to do this. So I don't want to do it without anybody being able to check the back of my head, because like, I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to have bigger issues than I already have, so. Because obviously I have issues. That's why I'm trying to dye my hair. And change shit up for myself. Ugh. I'm wetting the hair again. See, I already, well, no, that's fine. But this is not that pretty. This is not like hairdresser style. This is, I'm doing this to survive. It made me happy to have straightened hair because I look like my mom. My mom has straight hair, so of course I wanted straight hair. And this isn't like something I was very conscious of at the time. I just knew I liked my hair and it felt neater if it was straight, but it just made more sense to me because I had only ever lived with a woman with straight hair. So seeing, like, having my hair texture all the time was really frustrating because I was like, bro, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know how to deal with it. I was ending up with mats. I was ending up with huge chunks that needed to be cut out. Unfortunate. And so I just straightened my hair for a very long time. That was easy for me to do myself. Like, I would straighten my hair by myself at home. We had, oh my god, I have to find a picture of it somewhere. But like, there's this, I look like a psychopath. I look like somebody outside right now. God damn. But no, I would use the, what the fuck was it called? Some goofy ass name. But like, it was this hair straightener that it was just not meant for my hair texture. It was definitely meant for like blowouts. It was meant for like the blowout look, because you could get these huge like billowy curls with it, but like I never used it for that. I just used it to straighten my hair a lot of the time. Oh, I had a flat iron for a really long time. It was like a Walmart flat iron, bro. I never got a hot comb though used on me ever. And I think I should be grateful. I think I should be grateful for that, the way they're described. Oh, damn, that's a big ass one. Ah, shit, that's so much hair to braid down. But I'm gonna, cause I want to. This much hair in a braid, that's crazy. To me, at least. Maybe people do more. Ah! Don't do what I'm doing. This is dumb. How y'all doing? Oh, y'all really pissed me off. Hold up, hold up. Can I confront everybody who doesn't watch these videos? I posted about something that I spent a lot of time working on, and that's just so frustrating, because you work on something not for the sole fact that you're gonna post it, because I did it for me, you know. It was something where I was like, I honestly didn't even want to post it. My boyfriend was the one who reminded me to take videos of everything, but I posted something of a project that I did myself, and I was very happy about, and nobody saw it, and I was bummed out. And I think it's because the audio, I spoke over it. I don't know, I think it ended up getting posted without like an official audio tag to it, but I was just bummed, because it was like, I wanted people to be able to see this because I thought it was good. And that's kind of what I want my content to be, is like, if I want to post it, then I want it to not be trash, you know. But I mean, if you look at my shorts, it's a bunch of like videos of my animals, and I think that's really important to me, because I love them. Even if they're doing like a stupid little silly trend, I love them, and I want them to be part of everything I do. So yeah, I mean, that's why I post them so often. But they get great views sometimes, which I'm really happy about. But it's not me, and it's like, I wouldn't have them in every single video, because I see how people who make their whole life their animals, I see what ends up happening to those animals, and that's so unfortunate. Look at how bad that looks. Ugh. But look at this. You think I want to live like this? I don't know. I guess fashion wise, ooh, I look like a founding father. I look like I look like an innocent bystander, like a victim of something. The real question, answer in the comments. Is it bad that I don't have a friend group, that I have like just my mom and my boyfriend and his brother, who I know and I'm friends with? And I mean, like, I hang out with his mom, but that's, when it comes to in-laws, that starts to breach into just family for me, and not like friends. Like, we are friends, obviously, but we are obviously going to be friends because we're family. And that's sort of where it's like, but isn't my boyfriend my family, and isn't my mom my family, and isn't his brother technically also my family? So do I have no friends at all? Am I a loser? That'd be so sad. I don't think I'm a loser, guys. I think I'm trying not to spill all this water in my hand everywhere. Okay. Oh. You know what? You forget how it feels to take care of yourself when you don't do it for a really long time. I'm like so happy that my hair is done and it's out of the way. And I'm like, wow, what is this liberating feeling? Does it feel like I'm being pampered? Does it feel like if I put a little effort into my body, I actually get some serotonin out of that? Yeah. Stupid ass. I'm so retarded. Oh, no. Okay, so me and my boyfriend, oh my god, y'all bitches are about to be jealous, and and it's fine, you can be jealous all you want, but like, he speaks to me in tongues. No, we were talking, and we got into a serious conversation about like how our lives are going to move forward and how are we going to get to the point where we want to be, right? Because if we're not taking the necessary steps, then we aren't going to make it there. And what are the necessary steps for our goals? And one of those steps, one of the big steps, is being kinder to yourself when you fail at things that you've never even done before. You know, you could be critical of yourself for sure, of like, oh, we need to improve. But there are levels to it where if you start to say something like, oh, I'm an idiot, and I'm saying it jokingly, but it comes to your brain and it's just what you know now. It's like, oh, well, yeah, I'm an idiot. And it's like, no, you're not an actual idiot. You were making a joke. That makes you an idiot. No, but like, you were making a joke. You know you got this. You know you could always sit down and think it over and redo it. Or I know if I really put some effort into doing my hair, I could get it to look a certain way. I don't know why I switched positions. This is how I have to do this. But like that, I could have said some horrible shit about myself. You should kill yourself because you don't know how to do your hair. No. I'm not going to say mean stuff like that. I didn't deserve that. I don't deserve to be talked to that way, especially by myself. So, we're just going to move forward and do something smarter next time. I like when the ends are really smooth because then they blend together pretty easily. Because if not, they start to fray. Like you see this fraying, kind of. Never mind, everything's fraying. I'm about to go to sleep. How did that peak the mic? I opened a Ziploc bag. Get it together. Sensitive. Ah la la. I keep dropping these rubber bands. Did one end up on my shoe? Right now, I'm in the I'm getting scheduled, and I'm also kind of like working the hours of somebody who's about to get fucking fired. But I know I'm not about to get fired. I know that they literally have just messed up their scheduling system because the person in charge doesn't know how to do it. You know? So, but I am sort of not taking care of myself in the correct way at all. I need to be going to work a lot more often than I am. I need to stop doing drugs as much as I am. I need to maybe journal because that might help me. Every therapist I've had has told me that I should probably journal. And I didn't, and I don't. And everything's gotten worse. No, it hasn't. You know what's scary is seeing like the flow of life and noticing how it goes up. It goes down, you know, and it goes up though. You gotta remember it goes back up because when it's down, you think it might be the last time anything will ever even happen. You're thinking like, oh my gosh, this is so low down right now that I couldn't imagine any other lower point. But do know, lower points exist, unfortunately, unless you're fucking dead, you know? So you gotta really remind yourself that things don't always stay bad. Things are bad sometimes, but that doesn't mean they stay bad. And you gotta keep working on yourself, maybe with your community if that's what you want to change. Because like, I was having this conversation with my boyfriend last night, and it was like about like why I don't like my job. and why I don't like what I have to do. It's because the situation that I'm in there, it just feels like I'm offering nothing to my community. I kind of wanted to like work at a local bakery or a cafe or a library, or I don't know, urgent care, don't care, but like I wanted to be at a community thing, sort of. I didn't want to be like super corporate. I don't want to be a millionaire like a YouTuber or anything. I want to be like able to live my life without having to scrounge for every fucking penny, like literally picking up pennies off the floor. Like, I shouldn't be excited to see a $20 bill on the floor. I'm stealing from somebody else just as broke as me. So I don't know, like, that's just kind of not how I wanted to live my life, but it is a fantasy at this point. I mean, it's not like that's a bad thing, that's a fantasy, but it is something that I have to confront, because he was like, you know, I completely understand that's like a beautiful life to want to live, but we don't live in that scenario. This is my oil that I use. I don't think it's good for you, but my hair has never really been that bad. Oh, I flip it around. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna rub it around in my hands, make it really warm, like, because oil gets into your hair better when it's warm. I'm going to put it on the ends primarily, but I do need them up front. But I do want it on the ends because I know my ends get dried out. My head stays oily most of the time, so the top should be fine. I didn't condition, so this is quite necessary because I don't want it to become like crunchy or nasty or anything. Okay, you're on a fold-out table. You thought you were better than that. I like having this. Is using alcohol in your hands too often bad for you? Because I use it like hand sanitizer. I don't know, like, it's so funny because they give us these things to use, and I just never knew that sometimes you're not supposed to use them, like, often. I'm like, what are you talking about? you put it in a grocery store. You put it where bananas are. I could eat a banana a day. I can eat an apple a day. And you're telling me that I can't use alcohol every day? I don't know if this is true, but I'm worried it is. Maybe that makes me a hypochondriac. I think I'm just gonna live the life I have. I'm trying to do everything at once, but, you know, it's kind of hard. Okay. Alright, here. See, I look lopsided from this direction. Here, I'll show you anyways. There you go. There you go. Okay. I think that's all I got for today, actually. I'm gonna go do absolutely nothing and probably get some rest, and that's it. Thank you for watching. I guess we'll see you guys next time. Let me know if there's anything you want, because if not, then I'm just gonna keep making whatever I want, and we'll figure out what we like. Give me feedback if you can. If you watch these things, if you watch my things, just give me a little bit of feedback. Nothing huge. I don't even, if you don't want to give me feedback, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not, there's no pressure. But I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.